Hello and welcome to this week's video. I hope that you're doing well. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because it would be great to reach 200 subscribers by the end of March. It's a big ask, but you've got to aim big, because otherwise what's the point? Anyway, for today's video, I am doing 7 days eating the breakfasts of some popular foodie YouTubers. Now, this video idea was inspired by one particular video by one YouTuber, and it looked so delicious I had to try it. And then I thought, why don't I do a video trying 7 different YouTuber breakfasts? So here we are, and that's what I'm doing today. Now, I know some people start their week on a Sunday. I start mine on a Monday, so we will be starting with Monday's breakfast. I have gone for UK-based YouTubers. I did have a look at a few international ones, but I just wasn't going to be able to get my hands on things that they had. It was also really difficult to pick 7, because there are some people I watch who I would love to have done, but they either have lots of peanut butter, which, yuck, or they use protein powders, and I don't use protein powders. They're quite expensive, and if I'm only going to use them for 1 or 2 videos, it's really not worth spending that kind of money. It does mean I will be having 7 different breakfasts this week, which is very different to my normal cereal, porridge or toast, which I tend to have for like the full week. So it's going to give me some nice variety. I will be trying some things I've never tried before. I will be cooking some things I've never cooked before. So yeah, let's get into Monday's breakfast. I'm kicking the week off with something quick and easy. Breakfast like Jade from Jade and Rob. So this is a bowl of golden syrup flavoured porridge made with chocolate milk. Jade says it has to be golden syrup for it to taste just perfect. She does use chocolate flavoured almond milk. I've just used ordinary chocolate milk from Morrison's because I wouldn't use almond milk for anything else, but this I will probably use in coffee in place of normal milk, just to make it like a mocha. 2 minutes in the microwave, and I have my bowl of chocolate porridge. I'll be honest, I would never have thought of using flavoured milk for porridge, which seems a bit odd, because why not? I probably also wouldn't have thought to put flavoured milk with a flavoured porridge. I would have been more likely to use it in just a plain porridge. So it'll be interesting to see how this tastes. I think it's going to be really quite sweet. And while I do have a sweet tooth, when it comes to breakfasts, I do lean a lot more towards the savoury. So let's see how Jade's breakfast tastes. It is sweet, but she's right. It really does work. Even though porridge is something I eat, this is something I've never tried before. Would I have it again? I'll be honest, probably not. But that's simply because it's much sweeter than I would like for a breakfast. So it's not that I don't like it. I do like it, just not this early in the morning. But you know, everyone's different. It is really creamy, actually. I know Morrison's do a toffee milk. I know it's so simple, do a banana porridge. That could be nice. Well, all in all, it's a sweet start to the week, but a good start. I'm going to get the rest of this finished, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next breakfast. today's breakfast, I've got a bit more time, which is just as well because I'm going to need it. I am going to be having one of underrated Hijabi's absolute favourites, eggs paratha. Let's go through to the kitchen. Now, eggs paratha is something I've never even heard of before, let alone eaten or tried to make. So this could go very badly wrong, but I'm going to give it a bash. In here I have 2 eggs, which is what underrated Hijabi uses. Now, she also adds chilies. I cannot stand spicy food and I want to be able to eat this. There are no chilies going in here. Cheese. I'm using some Cathedral City cheddar and some applewood smoked just for some variety. Fold it in half. Right, I'll see you when it's on the plate. So this is what we have got. I've never had a paratha, and this definitely does not look as good as when she does it, but it's my very first attempt. The important bit is in the taste, and I'm really hoping this is okay. This is really nice. If it wasn't nice, it would be my fault for not cooking it right rather than underrated Hijabis, because eggs and cheese, what's not to love? And of course, not forgetting the paratha. The paratha gives a bit of a crispy outside to it, and the cheese is just so lovely and gooey. If I did it again, would add some onion or something to it when I'm not using chilies. But I can totally see why she likes it so much. It's really delicious, and it actually doesn't take that long. I did not make the paratha from scratch. I got them from Asda, a pack of 4. So I can have this 3 more times. I will absolutely have this again. So not only have I tried something new, I've learned to cook something new. Go me. It is delicious. Definitely try it. I will link underrated Hijabi's video. I would say if you're going to try it, watch her make it because she does it properly. Breakfast today is brought to you by Hannah Marling. Ham and cheese croissants. Now, in her video, Hannah had 2 because the croissants were small. I'm having 2 because I'm greedy. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that at all. God, my hair just, I can't get it to look right, but I don't have time to faff about. So these are little croissants, which are my favourite. I know Hannah likes M&S ones best. I haven't tried an M&S croissant yet. That's something I definitely need to put on my to-do list for this year. I've buttered them. I've put on the ham. I've put on grated cheese and put them in the oven for 5 minutes to heat through. And then I just left them in with the oven off, so they were still keeping warm while I finished getting ready. So I'm excited to try these. I normally put either just butter or butter and some sort of spread on my croissants. I don't tend to fill them with anything else, but I don't know why, because This sounds really good. That bite was mostly croissant, so let's try again. This is a great indulgent breakfast. It's not one I would have too often because it does take a bit more preparation than, you know, cereal or porridge or toast. But it is a really good breakfast. I can completely see why Hannah loves it so much. This would be a really good weekend breakfast, I think. I'm not talking much because this is just so good, I just can't stop eating it. I think having it hot probably makes all the difference. I think if it was cold, it wouldn't be nearly as nice. I spent most of my life thinking I didn't like croissants. I've realised I don't like cold croissants, but warm ones are amazing. I've honestly tried so many new foods since starting this channel. Well, the verdict is that is another winning breakfast. I will eat this other one, obviously, but I will see you tomorrow for another breakfast. I've had to pull the blind down just because of the angle. The sun is shining in. You can still see it over my shoulder, but I can't really pull it down anymore because it will catch on the orchid. Breakfast today, I am copying Talia Maizels, and I really hope I've said her name correctly. I doubt that she'll see this, but if she does and I've said it wrong, I'm really, really sorry. The breakfast I'm copying is scrambled eggs, and she has 3, so I'm having 3. She doesn't add anything, just 3 eggs scrambled. Eggs are something I tend to kind of almost forget about as a breakfast option. I'd maybe have them for lunch. I like fried eggs, but I'd say scrambled is my favourite. Cold eggs, not for me. Although I was in a production once where I had to peel and eat a hard-boiled egg on stage. And I had to do that 6 nights in a row, which was great fun, especially as one of the other cast members was allergic to eggs and she had to sit right next to me while I was doing it. I'm going to stop filming now just while I cook the eggs because you've probably seen me make scrambled eggs before if you have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, now would be an excellent time to do it. Hint, hint. 1 bowl of scrambled eggs with absolutely nothing added. I would probably put rainbow pepper on the eggs, but I don't mind them without anything on them either. And I guess one of the reasons that I don't have it for breakfast is because for some reason I seem to think that it takes quite a long time to prepare, and it really doesn't. I think maybe it's the cleaning up of the pan that takes a bit longer. But I use a really good non-stick pan that I got for a £5 from the middle aisle of Aldi. I suppose this is actually a really good protein dense breakfast. And I do tend to lean more towards carbs. I really ought to make sure I'm getting enough protein because I want to start trying to build up my core strength and doing stretches and things. I used to be quite bendy and I could do the splits. Not anymore. Well, I've nearly finished and I have to say it's another excellent breakfast. Sometimes the simplest things can be still very delicious. And I'll see you back tomorrow for another breakfast meal. Breakfast today is another first for me, and I will be having the breakfast of Rob from Jade Rob. Now, if you follow Team JR, you will know Rob loves Greggs. One of his favourites is the Greggs vegan sausage roll. I'm not really a fan of sausage rolls, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to like this or not, but I'm still going to eat it. I have heated this in the microwave for 1 minute and then in the oven for 7 minutes at 190 degrees because I do like my pastry-based products to be hot. So let's see what Rob loves so much. It's a really lovely flaky pastry, and the filling, it does have the texture of sausage, and it's got a lovely kind of seasoned flavour to it. It's so long since I had an actual sausage roll. I can't really tell you how it compares, but I do like this. Would I have it again? I might do, but probably not as a breakfast. It's more a sort of a lunch option for me. And it's absolutely delicious hot. If you want something quick on the go, it is an excellent choice. I'm surprised by how good I'm finding this. And you can get it as part of a Greggs meal deal with a regular sized drink as well. I do rate that as a good breakfast choice by Rob, even if it's not the sort of thing I'd normally have for breakfast. It's certainly a nice change. And who knew? I like vegan sausage rolls. Right, I better get a move on. Today's breakfast, I'm copying Grackle. So I have here a bagel, very lightly toasted, because this is my second bagel, because the first one I burnt to a crisp. And then I've got on it the M&S cookies and cream spread, which I have never had before, and I have been wanting to try. And that's one of the reasons that I chose this particular breakfast of Grackles. Oh my God, guys. This is amazing. That spread is delicious. It's just a milk and white chocolate spread with cookie pieces in it. I think I prefer the white chocolate to the milk chocolate side, but I mean, it's really good. I am only copying the food part of breakfast because not everyone showed what sort of drink they start the day off with, and a couple start off with things that I just wouldn't want. I need to have a coffee. I still rate the golden blonde spread from M&S higher, but I think this one, it's a very close second. I know I'm not chatting much, but I'm pretty hungry given that I've had to wait longer than I expected for breakfast because I had the toaster set way too high. It wasn't quite at the charcoal smoke, setting off the smoke alarm stage, but it was pretty darn close. You need to try this if you haven't. I'm going to be having this on and in everything. Possibly even just out the jar with a spoon. It's so good. Would I have this again for breakfast? I don't know if I'd have the bagel. I'd definitely have the spread. I'd be more likely to have it on toast, but that's just a personal preference. It was an enjoyable breakfast. Here we have the breakfast that inspired this video. I saw Peckish Corner doing this on his channel and it sounded so delicious I had to do it too. So we have closed cup mushrooms with the stalks pulled out. They have been stuffed to the brim with Philadelphia cream cheese and then just wrapped in bacon. So I'm going to pop these in the oven, 200 degrees. Here they are. I gave them 23 minutes in the end. They do shrink a bit as they cook. Peckish Corner actually says you could probably do them with the big flat mushrooms, the portobello ones, but these are fine for me. The other thing is my bacon doesn't go all the way around and it should wrap and meet underneath. But these didn't get stuck to the baking tray or anything. They are very, very hot, but they do smell delicious. That one got a bit squished, but you can see the cream cheese is just oozing out the sides. Oh my God. These are incredible. They are the perfect Sunday morning breakfast. I did just use plain Philadelphia in these. Peckish Corner, I think, used the one that's got chives in it. So, you know, you can add flavours to it as you wish, but it's really simple because I managed to do it. And I am not a cook, but I must learn. Yeah, I can really recommend this. No, if I bite it in half, mushroom's a bit juicy, so it's just going to make such a mess. I'm going to have to just shove it all in one go. The juicy, earthy taste of the mushroom, the rich, creamy cheese, and the smoked, crispy bacon. This is a breakfast of the gods. So that concludes my 7 different breakfasts. I will put a link to each of the videos that I got the breakfast ideas from in the description box below, so you can check them out for yourselves if you want to. It's been fun to do, but I don't think I'll be having a different thing for breakfast every single day, but I might change it up a bit more often than I do. Please feel free to leave me a comment in the box below. You can stalk me over on Instagram and follow me on TikTok if you wish. And until next time, bye.